He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans offense will get the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
You know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it always starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
To the air, it's Childs. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches need.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The RPO, it's complete. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going up top again. Got a man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
The Badgers get it past the sticks.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Badgers! The extra point here would tie the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Leaves it with the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to you.
To the air, it's Childs. Moves around to clear up the vision, and he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Marsh. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
He'll pull it on the read. Fouls through the defense. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Play of the drive coming up. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. He's got it on the run. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass, it's Childs. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They go to the ground. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got it in the middle. It's Pierre. There he goes. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground game.
Looking to fire. Throwing right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Badgers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win first and second down, bring their dime personnel on the field third and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Childs. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on it.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. East Carolina rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Greenville. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Back to throw, it's Childs. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. To the air, it's Childs. Here comes the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got a man, it's Marsh. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Spartans headed quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fakes the grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 45. Can they catch him? Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that will create.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Childs. The short hands, it's Marsh. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Childs. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Spartans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Under fire. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Power football with the run. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Coming out with it, it's West. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll try the run. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got a little space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Back to throw, it's Childs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's now 2nd down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Try to get it to the edge. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Badgers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Man, you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to throw again. Quickly complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Badgers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Off play action. Here's a heat. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Absolutely center cut. That brings them to within 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Eastern Michigan is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 15 to Bowling Green. The Maction possession never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Hold and finds his man on the left. Breaks into the open. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Spartans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Marsh. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Unit up for 1st down.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. On the move, it's Soto. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. And the Spartans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Rides to back and leaves it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Breaks the tackle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I got to get my speed still in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Dropping back, it's Childs. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in a sudden change situation.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to
he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone. Turning it on! And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Grab behind the line. It's Soto. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They push the lead to 4 here in the fourth. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pulls it in. It's Dupree. At the 35, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Creates a little room. There he goes. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Makes a grab past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Badger. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Soto. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Makes the grab. It's Collier. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Pucks it out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Catch in the middle, it's Soto. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And they could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Collier. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Man, what a play by the defender. Thrown into the end zone, he swats it away. When a game's this close, this late, that's a play when we look back on this one that maybe helps win the game for this team.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Grab near the marker, it's Boyd. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. They move on top here in the fourth.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And how about that for a capper, the likely game winner in the waning moments. Bringing it out. They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You